Hello, everyone. Today we're going to get a message, our daily message, actually. Sorry about that. We're going to go ahead and get our daily message out there. So let's go ahead and see what our guides have to say. What energy are we working on today? And I found the new deck. I think I used it in yesterday's daily message. So we're going to use it in today's, where we just kind of see an energy or a house that we're working on today. Something that Spirit wants to bring forward. All right. We have complexity coming out, okay? So things may not make sense to you right now. The puzzle pieces may not fit in this very moment, okay? And so sometimes it takes things to adjust, or, we kind of have to learn certain things, or we have to change or adapt to new things. And yesterday, the mediumship message was definitely about something about being adaptable. And so if you have a loved one, I think if you have a loved one and there's something that you're going through specifically overall, definitely go check yesterday's mediumship message, okay? However, those who are just going through something right now and it's like something doesn't make sense, or something comes up today where it's like, dang, that doesn't make sense. Like, I don't understand why this is happening right now, like why this is going forward, like in this situation, whatever that means for you, okay? Because I just feel like there is just like things just aren't fitting together. Maybe the picture just isn't clear, okay? Sometimes we have to change the way that we're looking at things. Sometimes we have to kind of wait for things to play out, right? More pieces to fall into place. I kind of feel where it's like you hear a conversation or something else, you see why something else happens. It's like there's other puzzle pieces that need to fall in before you find the piece that fits into this exact spot. And so if this is where something kind of just happens, like the rug was pulled from under you, and this only goes for a specific view, but there was like a rug that was pulled from underneath you, right? And it's like you are like, what the heck? Like, why did that happen to me? That doesn't make sense. Like I don't get it. It was meant for the better good. Like, you needed that to happen, and it's like everything happens for a reason. You don't understand it right now. But I also feel for some of you, if that's not the case, like if it's like there's gonna be something that comes forward, and it's like there's more to learn about this situation, or you need to change the way that you're looking at this, like adapt to a different way. Like it's like kind of move the piece a little bit is kind of what I'm feeling. Okay, we have instinct coming out. We have animal. We have words. And we have boundaries, rider and warrior. Okay, and with these cards coming out with the daily message, okay? And I know that words, rider, I feel like with the rider coming out, and sorry I move the camera all the time, I know it is probably the most annoying thing, with the words and the rider coming out, I feel like right now it is best to not say anything. It is best to kind of lay back, all right? When you think of an animal, when it is going on its prey, and I'm not saying like prey, whatever, but it kind of lays back. It watches from a distance to kind of make its moves. It kind of, it's sly. It's kind of quiet in the background. It doesn't want to be seen. And with the rider, instead of expressing your words in this very moment, I want you to take notes. And this can be mental, physical, like I just want you to kind of take notes. Because at some point when this comes into play, I feel like there will be a point where you can speak your mind, but it's like you'll know exactly what to say when the time comes to place the boundary. I feel this way because of this, or, this has happened in the past, so I want to make sure that this doesn't happen, so I set this boundary, whether this be with a job, whether this be with a relationship. Today, I kind of want you just to kind of sit back and watch things play out. Take mental notes, take physical notes, whatever it is that you need to do, because it's like something will come into play eventually, but it's like today, just take mental notes. And that's kind of where I feel like you're going to see something from a different perspective. And there is something a little bit too about intuition. So if you're feeling something a little bit intuitively, today, where you're like, this is kind of where I need to be. Or maybe somebody isn't respecting your boundaries, right? This isn't about like going off on them. This isn't this. Maybe this is where you're kind of seeing people for where they truly are, and you're kind of like, okay, maybe the reason that this is kind of not working for me in wherever spot in my life, I need to kind of place this, to move this around. Like, I just feel like there's going to be something today where you're noticing some things are coming forward for you. You're going to look at things from a different direction. Okay, now let's go ahead and pull a few tarot cards. Let's just pull 4 tarot cards for the daily message. All right, so we have the Emperor, we have stability, we have the 3 of Cups coming out, we have the 5 of Cups coming out, and we have the 8 of Cups coming out. Okay. I see you're walking away from something, okay? And I feel like maybe you're already in a situation of like wanting to walk away from a situation. You're kind of like aware that it's not suiting you anymore, or you've been really working on walking away from a mindset, something physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever this is that you're walking away from, okay? And it's like you've been really focusing on walking away from this. We have the Hermit, we have the 10 of Pentacles, and we have the Devil coming out. Okay. And with the Devil coming out, I feel like this is more attached to this 5 of Cups energy, where there is like some mental, like you're really struggling mentally with something. And I'm just going to move this down just a little bit so we can see. And I'm just going to pull 3 clarifying cards on this Devil, the outcome of this Devil. Let's just pull 3 clarifying cards on what this Devil is. 3 clarifying cards. Alright, so we have the High Priestess coming out. We have the 5 of Pentacles. And that's what I was going to say. I feel like it's about something about walking away from that 5 of Cups. And then, oh yeah, it is definitely about something about walking away from this 5 of Cups, because we have both of these coming out, walking away, making a break for it, transitioning, moving on to something better. And 2, those who are like kind of worried about like somebody, like there's some deceitfulness going on around you, and this doesn't go for everybody, right? But if there is some deceitfulness going on around you, or you're kind of just not feeling, and this doesn't have to be deceitful, but you're not feeling right with somebody or a situation, and there doesn't have to be like anything going on, it's just, it's not matching your energy, it's not where you belong, you're moving out, you're walking away from that energy, okay? But with this Devil coming out, I feel like whatever this energy is that you're walking away from, you're really in your head. Like you're scared to make this move for yourself. You're scared to kind of, and maybe this is where things aren't making sense and you're kind of going back and forth. And today's message is like, you're going to be in your head about certain things. And today is not the decision, like not the time for you to make the decision. You're not there yet, right? You're not in the spot of being able to make this decision. You're not in the spot of being, I don't feel like it's not that you're not in control, but I don't feel like we're in that spot of like, this is 100% my decision on whatever it is, okay? We're not here yet, and that's okay. We need to work to get there. Now, here's the thing. We have the Hermit coming out and the 10 of Pentacles. So whatever this is, you really want to be happy and stable in whatever this is. And this goes in all different ways, but you really want to be happy and stable. And with the Hermit, it's like something about going within. This 5 of Cups, walking away from this, you're worried about this. You have some very like heavy guilt or some very heavy feelings about walking away from whatever this is. You just, I feel like you don't know how to walk away from this, okay? But Spirit is here, and Spirit is telling you that it's time to walk away from this energy. It's time to walk away from whatever this is. And maybe right now it's time for you to kind of sit back. Your intuition is telling you something, but maybe it's time for you to see things with your own eyes, to really be able to make a decision, to make boundaries for yourself. Or maybe you set boundaries, right? And then you sit back and you kind of watch and you see how things play out. And that's kind of what I feel like today, where you're kind of understanding like the puzzle pieces and how to switch them and how to make things fit. And maybe that's where you're kind of realizing like, I need to walk away from this. And here it is. Spirit's really going to work with you. All right. I'm sending you all lots of love and light. Take care.